चलो चलो सर. Again, hello everyone. Very good evening to all of you guys. I hope I'm both audible as well as visible to everyone. So again, there have been some issue with this. So again, today also I have to take the class from here. So tomorrow onwards, everything will be fine. So I can take the classes back from the board. Okay. Chalo sir. So again, just one thing. Am I audible, visible to everyone? Am I audible as well as visible to each and every one of you guys? You guys can see me, hear me clearly. You guys can see me, hear me clearly. Chalo. Reena, thank you so much, Reena. So this is the basic geometry series that like I'm kind of doing on this channel. So again, this will be part 3. We have started from absolute basics for that, like so that everybody here can understand. Like for those who have not done the basic preparation, they can also understand. Like that's the reason I have kind of done this. Chalo. Let us understand. So these questions we had done. This was also done. This was also done. This was also done. Right? This is also done. I guess we will start from this question. We will be starting on from this question onwards. Right? Now, one simple one thing I want to say before I actually start. Yesterday I couldn't take the class due to some emergency in the family. So that is the reason this week there will be only one class. So I'll match that, or I can make that up in some time next week. Okay. Sometimes next week I'll take an extra class so that we are at that 0 level. Perfect. Makes sense, I guess. Sure. Let's start this. Let us start this. And I hope we have not done this question. I hope we have not done this question in the last class. So just let me check this once, because I don't want to solve the same question twice, right? Acha, we had done till question number 7. Acha, not question number 7 means this. Acha, these questions were done. This question was not done, na? So just let me check this once. Okay, yeah, chalo, works. But again, we had started with some triangle topics, na? We had started with some triangle topics. We have not done any triangle topics. Can you guys confirm this once? Can anyone confirm this once? We have not done any triangle topics. Let me just check this once now. Just give me 1 second so that, because it's a series, na? So that's the reason. Acha, no, we have not done any triangle topics. So in that case, though, we need to start from a little bit ahead only. Yes, no, that means we have not done these questions as well. 7 is this question is done, right? This question I hope it is done. Chalo, perfect, Sashi. Yeah, thank you so much, chalo. So again, so lines and angle wala part is done. Let's move on to not exactly congruency. We will do first some basic principles of triangle. Basics, we'll learn about triangles. But why then I'm having this like instinct ki I had discussed some few basic principles of triangles. Pata nahi kyun. Acha, chalo, let's see. So understand one thing, in triangles there are certain rules that there are certain things which is absolutely constant for a triangle in Euclidean geometry, right? What are those? If I say this A, B and C, remember, angle. I'm quite sure we have done this. I'm quite sure that we have done this. You guys are 100% sure we have not done this. Then maybe in some other batch. Chalo, take. So the first basic principle of triangle. So sir, any like polygon you take, any polygon it might be, the sum of the internal angles, sum of the internal angles of any polygons is 2 into n minus 2 times 90 degrees. This is the very basic thing that you need to start from. This is the very basic thing that you guys need to start from. Okay, this happens, this is for any triangle or any polygon you take, this is something that will happen. Now triangle is the smallest polygon, where n, here the n is what, sir? N is number of sides, right? So triangle, in case of triangle, n value is 3, sir. N value in case of triangle yes, Reena, that's the thing, that is the thing. Maybe in some other paid batch, I'm having this feeling we have done this very soon, very recently. Chalo, theek hai. Not here, I'm quite sure. I've checked all the like slides, all the PPTs. Now n is 3, that means sum here, you put n equal to 3, so 2 into 3 minus 2 into 90 degrees. That gives you 180 degrees. That means what conclusion can we draw? So all three angles, the sum of all these three angles of this triangle will always be 180 degrees. Now this does not depend on whether the triangle is scalene, the triangle is equilateral, the triangle is isosceles, or what type of triangle it might be. It is always 180 degree. It is always 180 degree. Remember this. Very important. And one more thing that you need to know. So if we extend any of the sides of a triangle, any of the sides of any triangle, so let's say this is B. So this is called, said, the external angle. This is your external angle. An external angle of every triangle, any triangle, will be always the sum of the opposite two angles, opposite to internal angles. See, if I say this is theta and this is phi, so this external angle will always be, say, theta plus phi. Do not take this. Do not take this up. Okay? Just give me 1 second. I'm not having. There's a strong chance that we have done this. There is a very strong chance. So there has been a break now. That is the reason I have completely forgot what actually we had done in the last class, and in between there were so many classes, completely slipped my mind. Just give me 1 second. Let me just check whether there is some issue here or there. Just let me check. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking using my second screen because I don't want to do the same thing twice now. No, we have done this. We have actually done this. I told you guys ना, yes, मेरे को लग रहा था कि we have done it. We have done this. That HK, HJK, that part we have done. मैंने बताया ना. It would have been a blunder if the same thing we have done twice. Yes. My typist actually made this error. That is the reason we are stuck. This is done. Achha. So these two things we have done, and we have solved a few questions. The last question that we have solved is this one. This question have been solved. This is the last question. I've just checked. I have just checked this. Abhi check kiya humne. So this was the last question. So extremely sorry. I completely messed it up. Like I completely forgot actually. This is the thing. ठीक है चलो सर, no worries. अच्छा, Next one, sir. So let us start with this. This question was done. These basic things we had done last week only. So let us start with this. Let us start with this. Completely unintentional. I completely forgot. So ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. BD is perpendicular to AC at D. So let's draw this. Let us draw this. Sir, ABC is triangle. So this is A, this is B, this is C. I'm taking. BD is a perpendicular. BD is a perpendicular. So B and this will be D, say for example. This is D, sir. So this is D, sir. This is perpendicular. This is 90 degrees. E is a point on BC such that BEA is x degree. BEA, that means is x degree. Something like this. Let's take this as E. So BEA means this angle is x. It is given, sir. EAC is 62 degrees. EAC meaning that this angle is 62 degrees. EBD is 60. EBD, so that means this angle is at 60 degrees. Okay. Then the value of x they are asking. They are asking us to find the value of x. They are asking us to find the value of x. Anyone. How can this question be solved? How can we solve this question? You don't need it. It's a very, very, very simple question. You do not need anything out of this world, anything extraordinary. You do not need anything that is extraordinary. Very simple question. I can give you one hint. Take two triangles and take the angles. No shortcut, nothing is required. The question itself is a shortcut. Think, sir. Take this triangle BCD. Triangle, you take BCD. It's all about setting the eye. Geometry is all about setting the eye, whether you can see this clearly or not. Sir, it is 60 degree, it is 90 degree. So this angle must be 30 degree. Can I say this? Can I say this angle must then be 30 degree from this triangle? Using this triangle, can we say this? Right? Now you take, sir, x degree. This is, sir, external angle. Here the triangle will be which one? The triangle will be, sir, ACE. External angle is this x. That should always be in triangle ACE. So external angle should always be equal to the sum of two internal angles. So this is 62 here and 30 here. So it will always be 62 degrees plus 30 degrees, that is 92 degrees. That is 92 degrees. That's your answer, option number 4. Yes. Now again, let me say this. These are all PYQs. All of these questions, each and every question, either they are from CGL, CHSL, some questions are from NTPC as well. Perfect, everyone. Perfect. Very, very, very simple questions. Again, please understand the question is simple, so keep it simple. So it's very imperative that you keep this as simple. Do not overcomplicate things. And this conceptual questions, these are very popular types in SSCs. Okay. Now, before we go into this, let me give you one theory. Let me give you guys one theorem. So remember one thing. Say for example, there is a triangle like this one. So let's say this is A, B, and C. And if you draw the angle bisector of this particular triangle's angle A. Say for example, this is angle bisector. This is a D. So AD is what, sir? AD is, sir, angle bisector. Angle bisector is of what? Angle bisector of triangle, like angle A. So this angle is equal to this angle. This has to be the angle bisector is the line that bisects any particular angle, A, B, C, whatever, whichever. If that is the situation, so there is a theorem called angle bisector theorem. There is a theorem called angle bisector theorem, sir. And what does it say? What does it say, sir? What does it say? So angle bisector theorem says actually, you see the angle bisector theorem says if the angle bisector is AD, then this side by this side, AB divided by, sir, BD, which is left of the angle bisector. Anything that is towards the left of the angle bisector, that ratio should always be equal to whatever is towards the right of the angle bisector. It is this one. That means this is AC by CD. Perfect, everyone. Again, I've just written the statement, the skeleton here. But understand, if possible, if you are taking anyone here is taking notes, please write down these words, a couple of lines in your own language. Not like the book is like theorem. I'm saying whatever is towards the left of the angle bisector, that ratio will be equal to whatever that is there to the right of the angle bisector. Now, in some books, or you might have already done this, he said this by this. Sometimes it is written like this. You see, actually comes from here. Actually, it comes from here. AB by AC. So if I just interchange their positions, it becomes BD by CD. Many people likes to remember it like this as well. So both are equally like okay. No problem if you want to remember it like this or you remember it like this. It works. It works. Perfect. Now, why I have gone into this was one of our first theorems. Why I have gone into this? Because this is very important. Many times SSC has asked questions based on this particular property. Based on this particular property, you are like to get you are likely to get a few number of questions. Every year they ask, every alternate or like a second alternate shift they ask. So this is very important. Okay. Now, what question? Let's do this one. This is angle bisector theorem question. That is the reason I've told you that. In triangle ABC, sides are this. I guess this is the current year question to 2024 me aaya tha, most probably. If not, then 2021 to 2024. Mostly the questions are very recent. The questions that I've taken. Sir, A, B and C. 6, 7, 8. Okay. The angle bisector of the largest angle. Now let me say one thing. Let me say one thing, everyone. Sir, what will be? Which angle will be the largest? Which angle will be the largest? So for that, in the first class, I had given you guys one particular way. Sir, there is something called sine rule. You remember? There is something called sine rule. From there, we can conclude a few things. What is that? So sine rule is saying A divided by sine A, it is equal to B divided by sine B, it is equal to C divided by sine C. There were certain things. Yes, yes. So it means sides, if I write this down in our Jugaadu Indian language, it means sides are proportional to angles. Meaning bigger, I should say opposite angles. I should say opposite angles. Meaning bigger the side is, bigger is the opposite angle. Or bigger the opposite angle is, or bigger the angle is, opposite side will be the biggest. This is something that you need to know. And if the two sides are equal, then angles are also equal. If the angles are equal, then sides are also equal. So this is every conclusion we can draw if you know this, if you know the properly you know the sine rule. So if you go like that, please understand, sir. So if I say that this is 8 centimeters, because one is 6 centimeter, one is 7 centimeter, one is 8 centimeter. So what will be the opposite largest angle? Largest angle will always be opposite to the largest side. So largest side is this. So opposite angle, this will be the largest angle. Angle A in this case. Angle A in this case. Now they are saying the angle bisector of this largest angle. Angle bisector of this largest angle, sir. So if I say this is, let's say D, divides the opposite side into two segments. What is the length of the shorter segment? Chalo sir, let's see. Let's see, sir. Now, if I say this particular part is x, because I don't know the length, I'm taking this x. So this other part will be, sir, 8 minus x. This other part will be, sir, 8 minus x. You can take y as well, second variable, no worries. Both actually works. But again, using the angle bisector theorem that we have just understood, sir, anything towards the left side of angle bisector, ratio 6 divided by x, should always be equal to anything towards the right of the bisector, that is 7 divided by 8 minus x. So from there you can calculate, sir, 6 8s are 48 minus 6x. It is equal to 7x. Sir, x value will be 48 divided by 13. 48 divided by 13, sir. Right? Please understand, it is 8. So this is the shorter segment. You see, this is the shorter segment. Because other side will be 8 minus this. And you see, this is, so if both were equal, it would have been 4 and 4. If both were equal, it would have been 4 and 4. Right? If this is the midpoint, then it is 4 centimeter left, 4 centimeter right. Happens for in case of an equilateral triangle, in case of an isosceles triangle. But this is a scalene triangle. Both are not equal. So you see, this is less than 4. So if, why? Because 13 4s are 52, not a 48. So it is 52. That means this side, this x is less than 4. So that automatically makes the other side greater than 4, because the sum must be 8. You can either think like this, another way of thinking about this. Why actually I have taken this as x, not this as x, this as 8 minus x? Why I have taken this? There are certain you see, these are called street smartness. The more you solve, the more better your understanding is, the more practice you have done, you will also be very, very, very agile on this. These things you have to think on the move. So what is that? What is that? Please understand, sir. If this is D, so this thing by this thing is equal to this thing by this thing. Now, if this is smaller, sir, so definitely, and ratio is same. So if the ratio I want to make it same, so this must be shorter. Please understand why? Because this ratio is same. I need 6 divided by whatever something. It is equal to, say, for example, 12 divided by something. If both are equal, that means can I conclude कि whatever I am dividing here by x, whatever I am dividing by 6 divided by whatever, 12 divided by, it will be always double, because then only I will get the ratio to be same, because 12 is greater than 6, and in fact 12 is twice of 6. So denominator must also be twice, because if I want to make the keep the ratio same, if my denominator increases, my numerator must also increase, or vice versa. If my numerator increases, my denominator must also increase. So 6 by something should be equal to 7 by something. So 6 by something will be lower than the 7 by whatever. So that is the reason I had taken this x. So my answer for this question will be option number 3, 48 divided by 13. 48 divided by 13 is most definitely the correct answer, sir. It is most definitely your correct answer. Yes, Reena, exactly that is, you see, I'm just giving you approaches. You see, I'm never very good, or I do not want you guys to mug up things without actually knowing, understanding anything, right? So that is the reason I always say, I say a few things sometimes, because not everything I can write now. So if possible, whatever you feel, this might be important, write it down in your own language. The best notes are those which can only be read by you, which can only be understood by you. Many people can read it, but only you can understand this. Those are the best notes. Those are the best kind of notes. Okay? Chalo, next one, sir. Next one, sir. Again, similar question. Both are, I guess, 2018 CGL questions, most probably. Like in like two different shifts, they had asked two different questions. Like, but exactly the questions were identical. Identical means A, B, C, and they had given something else, or they had changed A, B, C values. How to find AD? How to find AD? Acha, brother, for AD, na, we will go there. There is something called, if you want to find AD, there is something called Apollonius theorem, brother. But again, not for this particular thing. Apollonius theorem is like in this situation, you can use Apollonius if the triangle, like AD is a median, okay. And if you only want to like I'll only find the angle bisector. For that, you need to do many things. Actually, for what? Angle bisector will that will be in center. Where if you draw another angle bisector, it will be in center. So in center, say if you drop, say for example, this is the in center. If you drop something a perpendicular, you will figure out okay, so this is 90 degree. So these lengths will be equally all these three lengths. Okay, because that is called in radius. So in radius, there are multiple ways to figure out. Now you need more data if you want to figure out the length of AD. For that, you will definitely need more data. Just by looking at this, you cannot do this. Like with this set of information, you cannot figure out the value of AD directly. Directly figuring out, yes, Apollonius is median, but brother, you see, actually these type of questions have been asked already. If they ask you this AD length, na, that means it is Apollonius question. If it is Apollonius question, then remember, they will in these situations give you either isosceles or equilateral triangle. Mostly they give isosceles. Equilateral becomes very easy actually. Equilateral becomes very easy. So this some information, some extra information will be given to you. With this set of data, you cannot find the value of or like the length of AD directly. There is no set of formulas. You have to now you need to solve a few lines, few things, few concepts. Then only you can get to that. Clear? Clear, everyone? Clear? Sashi, clear, brother? Tell me yes or no. Tell me, please, yes or no. Babri. Clear, Sashi? Apollonius, yes. So Apollonius is for median, but again, brother, you see, for many triangles, median, say for example, equilateral triangle, you take median, you take angle bisector, you take height, everything is the same line. Everything is that same line. So that way you can also think. That way you can also definitely, most definitely think. Perfect. Perfect, sir. Perfect. Chalo, jaldi se let's start. Let's continue, sir. Now, again, I'm telling you this question, same exam, like two different shifts, they had asked two different questions. Okay. If you want, I can give you the exam name as well. So for that, I have to check my phone ek baar. Because I'd send these questions to my typist. The exam exactly is, just let me, yes, I was correct, CGL 2018 pre. CGL 2018 pre, two different shifts, they had asked two different cases. Achha. ABC. AD bisects angle A, which meets BC at D. Chalo, sir, very good. That means we are again talking about an angle bisector, sir. We are again talking about an angle bisector. This is D, sir. This angle is equal to this angle. Now they have given you certain data. BC is A, sir. BC means the total thing is, sir, A. Perfect. AC is, sir, B. AC means this is B, sir. AB is, sir, C. This is given. Now they are asking DC. Whatever they are asking, take this as X. Take that one as X, because Baki will do. Sir, can anyone then tell me what will be the value of BD? What will be the length of BD? You will say total is A, so it has to be A minus X. It has to be, sir, A minus X. Now again we know this is angle bisector, the AD. If it is angle bisector, if it is angle bisector, in that case, what we can do? We can use angle bisector theorem. So AB, whatever is towards the left, again, AB divided by left means BD, it is equal to, sir, whatever is towards the right. So B is like this is AC divided by, sir, CD. Put down whatever value that we know. Sir, AC is, sir, C, or AB is, sir, C by BD. BD is, sir, A minus X. AC is, sir, B, and this is, sir, the CD thing that we are taken as X. And from this equation, in terms of A, B, and C, I need to figure out X. Chalo, sir. Let's do it here. Let us do it here, sir. If I cross multiply, so Cx is equal to BA minus Bx. So Bx is this side. So X, if you take common, it will become B plus C, that is equal to AB. So that means X will be, sir, AB divided by B plus C. That is your correct answer. That is your correct answer. AB divided by B plus C, option number 1. Option number 1, this is most definitely your correct answer. This is most definitely your correct answer. Everyone, clear, sir? This is your angle bisector theorem in a nutshell. Angle bisector theorem in a nutshell. Very, very, very important topic. I'm saying this once again, like to you guys. This is very, 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 very important. Perfect. Now, let's solve this particular last question of this. Then we'll move on to the next topics. Chalo, everyone, I'm giving you guys a minute to solve. Please solve this. I'm giving you guys 1 minute. 1 complete minute. Please solve. Please solve this. Please solve this. Reena is saying 12. Reena is saying 12. Let's see, Reena. Let us see, sir. Let's see. So again, this is a triangle ABC, bisector of angle A. Chalo, let's see. So this is A, B, and C. Bisector of angle A is D, sir. Bisector of angle A is D. AC is 21 centimeter. AC is 21 centimeter. Right? Now, BC is 11. BC means the total is 11. So let's see, Sashi. Let's see. This is, now the length of BD is 3 centimeter less than DC. So meaning, if CD is X, this is X minus 3, sir. Acha, we'll go there. So they are asking AB, this length. Now please understand, any smart person, they will not take this as X. Why? Because I know this total is 11. This total is 11. Na? So, you know, I've shown you how to break this down. If both are equal, that means this will be, sir, 5.5, this will be 5.5. But they are not equal. There is a difference of 3. This side is 3 less. So you do what? Na? Half of 3, that is 1.5, you subtract. Half of 3, 1.5 you add. So this is actually, sir, 5.5 plus 1.57 centimeter. And this is minus means 4 centimeter. You see, automatically you will get, sir, you will get this. You see the gap of 3 is like you guys are getting the gap of 3. You see, automatically you will see, sir, this is 4 and 7. And this now anybody can figure out. I am taking this as X. angle bisector theorem, x by 4 is equal to 21 by 7. Again, I'm doing it directly now. We have done so many, already enough number of questions. So x will become equal to 12 centimeters. X value will become 12 centimeters. That is how you should proceed. That is how you should proceed. So again, Reena, Sashi, all of you guys were absolutely correct. Sir, option number 2, 12 is most definitely the correct answer. Option number 2, 12 is most definitely the correct answer. Again, just a quick request, if you guys are liking the session, please do hit that like. So it actually gives the session a little bit more reach. It gives the session a little bit more reach. That's all. That's all. Clear everyone? Clear, sir, everyone? Achha. Achha, where I was? Yes, this one. Chalo, let's move on. Let's move on, sir. Now, as we are talking about that in-center thing, in-center means we are talking about the angle bisectors. Remember one simple logic. Remember one simple logic here, everyone. Very important. Kaha gaya? So, in any triangle, say A, B and C, wherever the angle bisectors meet each other, wherever the angle bisectors meet each other, the point that is called in-center, sir. Meaning, if you draw this angle bisector, say for example this AD, right? So that means this angle is equal to this angle. These two angles are equal, sir. Correct? And if there is another angle bisector like this one, this one, sir, right? Please understand, that means this angle is also equal to this angle. Now, there is a theorem that if you draw up the third angle bisector, it will also go through this point of intersection. And this point where all three angle bisectors of a triangle intersect, that is called an in-center. That is called an in-center. Now, why I am saying what I am saying? Please understand this. There is a theorem. Sir, this angle where these two angle bisectors are meeting, this angle has a relation with this particular angle, the opposite one, or like same side one, whatever you want to call it. Try to look at this from this end. And what is that relation? If this angle is theta, sir, then this will be, say, 90 degree plus theta divided by 2. This is the relation. This is the relation. When this happens, when we are talking about angle bisectors, when we are talking about angle bisectors, when we are talking about in-center, this angle must be on the in-center. Now, another part, here, let's learn this together. Let's learn these two things together because it will be very helpful. Sir, if you see something like this, and these I've just extended two lines. Why? Because I need external angles. I will be needing some external angles. So let's say this is now A, B and C. This is D, this is E. Now these were what? So this particular side, this particular line and this particular line, these are all internal angle bisectors. These are all internal angle bisectors. Right? These are all internal angle bisectors. Now, if you get some external angle bisector means first we need external angles. So this is an external angle. This is an external angle. So if I draw a line which is bisecting them, say for example, a line like this one, another line, sir, for example, like this one, sir. Okay. These are all what? These two lines, this one and this one, these are all external angle bisectors. So in this situation, you will see if this angle is theta, sir, then this angle, the angle made by the bisectors, will always be, sir, 90 degree minus theta by 2. This is 90 degree minus theta divided by 2. Now there is a strong chance I've seen students get what? Get confused between, sir, where to put minus and where to put plus. First things first, let's see one very simple thing. This angle looks it only, sir, it's big. It's bigger than 90 degree. Or you can also remember, sir, if it is inside, it is like I always say, it is, you think it is more valuable, right? So that is why it is bigger. Now bigger means it will be, sir, 90 degree plus theta by 2. And if it is outside, what things do we keep outside our house which is not really very valuable, right? So this is smaller. So that means external angle bisectors, it will be, say, 90 minus theta by 2. So if that angle is being made inside the triangle, it is 90 plus. If it is being made outside the triangle, then it is 90 minus. So this is something that you guys must understand. 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta. Clear, everyone? Chalo, let's solve a couple of questions. At least one question let's solve. We'll then again start from like this point tomorrow. ABC, sides AB and AC are extended to P and Q. Extension happening. Chalo, sir, think. So that means more often than not, the chance is we are talking about external angle bisectors, right? Just by studying this or reading this, you should develop some idea. You should develop some idea what is about to happen or what is going on. Okay, sir. So ABC, A, B and C. AB is extended to P, AC is extended to Q. Now bisectors of PBC, you see PBC means this angle and QCB is this angle. They intersect each other at point R, sir. They intersect each other at point R, sir. Right? R is given as 66 degrees. R is given as 66 degrees. Measure of this angle they are asking. They are asking what is this angle? Correct? They'll say no worries. No worries, if this angle is theta, then angle R, so it is outside the triangle. So it is 90 degree minus theta divided by 2. And this R is given as 66 degrees. So theta by 2, 90 minus 66. So that will be 24, right? 24 degrees. So theta will be 48 degrees. And that is exactly what they had asked for. That is option number 3. That is exactly what they had asked for. He find the value of angle A. Find the value of angle A, sir. Exactly that was what was asked. Clear, everyone? Clear, everybody? Clear, everyone? So this was our third class on this. This was our third class on like this thing. So I hope you guys have understood this. Now again, we will solve a few more questions, but again, let the concept that we have learned, let these concepts consolidate a little bit. So tomorrow, tomorrow is Saturday, maybe next week. Then I don't know the exact routine. So we will, in the next class, we will pick up from wherever we are leaving it. Okay, wherever we're leaving it, we will pick up from this point. So again, remember, just a quick revision. If it is inside, it is 90 plus theta by 2. If it is outside, it is 90 minus theta by 2. That much only you need to do. Okay, very, 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 very important concept. You will see every year you will get at least a few questions or at least a couple of questions from this particular concept. So Reena, no, tomorrow the free class will be on the app. you know, the free class that we all run, this thing, so that will be on the app, so that is completely free to access for everyone. Another thing, just understand, this is a big discount that is going on any purchase on Oliveboard platform. This super elite subscription, this is, I always recommend you guys go for the super elite if you are planning to buy anything. So you will get the total thing at less than 1500 rupees for whole year. So this is the celebrating Mother's Day, the Mother's Day discount. So this is going on. If anybody is interested, if anybody wants to like join our platform for the paid classes, mock tests, so you guys can definitely check this out. Okay. And also there will be a free webinar. You see the details are there, 11th May 12 noon. So this is a completely free webinar. So for, you see, for mostly persons like us, that is engineering. So if you are an engineer and you are kind of like you don't know like about the government sector examinations you need, or you want more informations about that from the experts, what are the salaries, what are the benefits, a complete the scenario, the complete situation, you will get. And like as an engineer, you have some your strengths, your weaknesses, how you should approach the exam, how should you approach the preparation. So for that there is a completely free webinar on 11th of May, this Sunday, or at 12 noon. So if you guys want, please feel free to kind of join that. Please feel free to kind of join that webinar. Okay, so again that will be all. Tomorrow again, before I go, one last time, there will be a class there. I'll take a class at 5 p.m. only. So my timings have been changed. I will like take the class at 5 p.m. on the free, app only, Oliveboard app. You go there, like this is the this free class drive. So you will see me under my free course, under my name. You will see there will be a class. There is supposed to be a class at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So again, if anybody is interested, feel free to join that. That is completely free for everyone. You do not need to pay any money for that. So again, thank you so much everyone. I will then again see you guys at I guess most probably tomorrow in this class. And on YouTube, I'll see you guys on Monday with the SSC CGL mock analysis. So again, thank you so much for joining. If you have liked the video, please feel free to like it and share it. And if you have any comments, please do comment in the comment section. I will reply to you guys personally from my ID. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.